Hey guys. Okay, so I just posted this. I will be back tomorrow. Here's what we need to do today. So the bell ringer with me by opening the presentation below and going to Thursday. Okay. So this video you're watching from right here. And here's the bell ringer. So this is number 25. You should put it in your binders, and today is September 19th, 2019. So why does a plant cell have such a larger vacuole than an animal cell? So animal cells do have vacuoles, but plant cells just have a larger vacuole. And we've talked about this in class. So the vacuoles in an animal cell aren't represented in our foldable, but that blue one right there in the plant cell, that is a huge vacuole. And its purpose is to store food, water, and waste. So the bell ringer asks, why is it so much bigger than in the animal cell? And we've talked about it. So plants, if they run out of water, they can't just go and walk over to the refrigerator and get more, right? So they have to store everything in these vacuoles. So if it rains a lot, it's good and it stores it here. And then if for the next 4 days it doesn't rain, it still has that storage. Whereas in the animal cells, they're a lot smaller. They're kind of like the size of these lysosomes right here. And if we run out of water, we are triggered to go get something to drink. So animal cells have that ability. Plants don't, because they're plants, it's plant cells. So their vacuoles are where they store all that food and water, and they have to be a lot larger because that's where they hold everything in case it doesn't rain for a while. They have that food source. So put that in your own words. Okay? If you need to pause it, go for it. Okay. So let's go back to Google Classroom. And it says finish. We just did the bell ringer. Finish the brainstorming page in the digital poster and turn in both. That needs to be done first before you do anything. That is due at 11:59 tonight. Where is it? Scroll down. And I posted a new assignment, cell analogy project, on Tuesday. Let's see. I already have some kids in my second period that have turned it in. Good job. But when this again is the teacher side of things, but when you click on that assignment, your work is going to show up right here. And I've gotten some questions, Miss Mac, do I need to do both? No, you get to pick which one you want to do. So you're going to either turn in this and this, or this and this, depending if you want to do plant or animal. Okay, so this right here is something that you're going to turn in. And I've had some questions about the sentence structure, and it's found right here. So it tells you exactly what to put in those blanks. And if you need to watch that Tuesday video, it'll explain how. But all this needs to be filled in. If you're doing a plant cell, do that one. If you're doing an animal cell, you're supposed to do this one. Okay, if you have any questions, please, you can either send me a private comment on Google Classroom or an email, and I'll try to write back while I'm at my training today. But this whole thing needs to be filled in, and that's kind of the hard part. Then you use this creative information and you just apply it to your sentences. Okay, and guys, if these lines aren't really showing up for you, you can change the thickness by doing this. And you can even change the line color to match your theme better if you'd rather that, okay? And you can move them around by clicking on them. You can make them different lengths, okay? So the lines, if those don't make sense to you, just move them around. Just make sure that they're connected to the organelle they're explaining. For example, this down here, this analogy is going to be mentioning the Golgi body because that's what it's pointing to. So a post office is like a Golgi body because a post office packages and delivers things like the Golgi body packages and delivers proteins and lipids in the cell. So just make sure that the sentence matches. And then I would have a picture of a post office right next to it. 12 sentences, 12 pictures, a title up here, your name, and a background, and then turn it in. So hopefully you're almost done with this and you'll get done in class today. After you're done with that, today's post. If the bell rings and you're still not done, let me touch on this first. You'll have to do it for homework tonight. In my opinion, I've given you plenty of time, 3 full days in class if you need it. You got this. If the bell rings, I understand maybe I've had some absences, and that would make sense that if you didn't get done when the bell rings. Just make sure that it is submitted and turned in by 11:59 tonight, or it is going to be late. Okay, and you have that upcoming thing you can look at right here. Boomer, hush. My dog's barking. Number 4 says go down to yesterday's post with the 6 attachments, and that is found right here. Okay, so it says to get some of these things done as well. So the cell theory and the cell theory and cell blend space. Get these answers in your Google Drive. You have a document that I assigned to you. Just make sure that all these are filled in and you have all the correct answers in your Google Drive. And then it wants you to finish these 6 characteristics of life drawings to keep in your notebook. And finish the foldable. If you still have not done that, please do that. This is all once you get done with your project today, okay? If you need to finish coloring, please do so. My markers are in the front of my room to the left of the screen. Just ask Miss Potts, hey, can I go and get some markers? And then we are going to fill in these notes. Okay. Just get as much done as you can. If not, we'll go back and go over them. But you're going to use these note sheets to fill those in. And all these attachments are right here for you guys, okay? But if you feel good about that, or if you'd rather start studying for that cell organelle quiz, number 5, it says open these study tools that I posted yesterday. So your Quizlet's right here that I made. And the Quizlet is just the functions. Okay. So rough ER. I surround the nucleus and am covered in ribosome. So that is your Quizlet. But what I would use too, I would put this in a presentation mode. Okay. And then you have to know where they're at. And guys, on your quiz, it's the exact pictures that we've been using this whole time. So what is this pointing to? Golgi body. Let's see if you're right. Press the space bar. Sweet. What does this do? Well, we have to know that's the mitochondria, and it makes energy for the cell. What is made here in the nucleolus? Ribosomes. And just as a side note, ribosomes make proteins. The nucleolus makes ribosomes. What do these do? Well, those are lysosomes, digest and break down. Those are our centrioles. So you put that in presentation mode, and it's kind of like Quizlet flashcards. Okay, so that quiz is tomorrow. You guys are going to be great. It is a silver grade. And your project is a gold grade. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon.